I would like to welcome His Eminence Khöndung, Asanga Vajra Rinpoche, and direct descendant from Sakya family and future Sakya Prince, and thank him from all my heart that he came to Czech Republic to teach here. I also would like to welcome everybody here and thank you for coming.
So first of all, I would like to say Dashtelek and greetings to everyone here. I'm very happy to be here in Czech for the very first time, and especially happy to see our Khalsa Shakran Sonam Tsering and the Venerable Lama Dipa. And I feel very grateful for the warm reception by everyone. This time I have been invited here by Shempena and Indra from the Siddhartha Center. And so I would like to offer my many thanks to them for their generous invitation to visit Czech. And also, I would like to thank the Tibet House for having us here today. And so, this is my first time, and also with me we have Venerable Rinpoche Chamba Sempel from the Seattle Sakya Monastery. So we are very honored to be here. It's quite hot. So so the teaching that I will be giving today is on the law of cause and effect, one of the basic principal teachings of Buddhism. It is very important for all of us to study and to contemplate about it daily. It is the law of nature. And it's popularly known as karma, as many of you might know. However, we must understand that karma was not something created by the Buddha, but rather simply introduced by the Buddha. He showed it to us that it is the law of nature. So, whatever we do, we need to work with this law of nature. But in order to work with it skillfully, we need to understand how it works. Without understanding how it works, we will endure suffering. Because as many of you might know, the law of karma, how it works is, to put it simply, is that if you accumulate good deeds, if you do good, as a result you will experience happiness. If you do bad deeds, then as a result you will experience suffering. And if the cause is neither good nor bad, if it's neutral, the result will similarly be neutral. So that is the law of karma in a nutshell. But there's much more to say about it. And so the text that I will be teaching on today is known as the clear mirror of cause and effect, and it was taught by the 7th Sakya throne holder, Drogon Chogyal Phagpa, in the 13th century. The year that he wrote this work was in the year 1258, and which was about 764 years ago. And that is the root text. As for the commentary was written by the 27th Sakya tome holder. His name was Jamgon Amesha Ngawang Kungasonam. And he wrote it in the year 1625, which was about 397 years ago. So it's quite, both the root text and the commentary are quite old. And I believe that you all have the translated root text in the Czech language. So you can look at that as I give the teaching. As for me, I do not have any translation, and there probably is not an English translation, so I'm going to look at the Tibetan text, both the root verse and the commentary, and try to present it in English to the best of my ability. And the translator, Yindra, will simultaneously translate it as well. So, as for the text, the root verse, there are three main parts of it. There is the beginning part, there is the actual part, and then there is the conclusion. So there are three main parts. So for the first part, in the beginning there is the part where the author Chogyal Phagpa pays homage, and then along with that there is the part where he makes the promise to write this work, the clear mirror of cause and effect. So the first part, as for the part where he pays homage, it starts with, I pay homage to the Guru and Manjushri. And so that is his Guru and his Yidam, or tutelary deity. And then there's the praise. So Lama the Jambe Yama Chatsang, Kangi Leje Denjung Kun, Nigi Chishin Sigurne, Zewe Jola Chishin Du, Denze Hela Chatsang Rose. So what this means is that to the one who has correctly seen the nature of cause and effect and interdependence, and having seen it, compassionately shows it to sentient beings, I prostrate to him. So this is paying homage to Lord Buddha Shakyamuni. Now for the second part of the beginning part, there is the promise to write the text. And there's the verse, Kangi ledan jewi namsha chishi mishena, langdur tela mongyurwe hesab chachi dishi chas. So what Papa Rinpoche is saying is, if one does not understand correctly how the law cause and effect works, then one will not know what is to be accepted and what is to be rejected, and one will be ignorant of that. So therefore, in order to clarify that, I shall write the following teaching. So this is the promise to write the book. So now for the actual part, there are 21 points, which we will go through all of it today. And so, as for the first point, the first point is about identifying the law of cause and effect and understanding how from good, bad, and neutral causes arises good, bad, and neutral results. So for this we have the verse, Yigi Gune Lambai, 고수기니 제박항 레인시니 투베송 텔라 지우 예와순 꾸니 이동와이 지우 개바 개와데 도비 지우 진바이 이동 남용과 때문에 추로다는데 되게 되는 농마된. So we have several verses here. About two, I think 2 verses. A little over 2 verses, 2.5. So, what the meaning of this is, what is karma? So karma would be the body, karma is the actions of the body, speech, and mind, which is controlled by the mind. So here, Prabhupada is saying that it is the mind which creates karma. So, of course, we create karma through our body and speech, but it's mainly the mind. The mind has control over the body, our movements, whatever we decide to do. If we want to give a present to someone, or if we want to hit someone and harm them, whether it's good or bad, everything, all of the actions of the body are controlled by the mind. Likewise, our speech is also controlled by the mind. Whether we say something nice to someone, or we say something hurtful to someone, that is up to our mind. If our mind is in the mood of, say, praising someone, our speech, we will say something nice. And likewise, similar for the bad deeds. So it is the mind behind everything. And so there are 3 kinds of results or karma. There is results which are pleasant, results which are unpleasant, and results which are neither pleasant nor unpleasant. And the results of so the pleasant results, which is happiness, is created by good karma, good deeds is the cause. The unpleasant feelings, which is suffering, is caused by negative deeds as the cause, and the neutral feeling is caused by the neutral cause. So with this we have identified what karma exactly is. Now for the second point. The second point is identifying the 10 non-virtuous deeds. For this we have the verse, Soje kuwa delotang zinda chama tsikzubdang ragyam napsim nebersim lodadang migeju. So we have 10 non-virtuous deeds here. The first is killing, the second is stealing, the third is adultery, the fourth is lying, the fifth is slander, or you could call it divisive speech, and the sixth is harsh words, and the seventh is gossip, or idle chatter, and the eighth is greedy thoughts. The ninth is harmful thoughts, and the 10th is wrong views. So there's 10 non-virtuous deeds. The first 3, killing, stealing, and adultery, are actions of the body, non-virtuous actions of the body. Then there is lying, slander, harsh words, and gossip. These 4 are actions of non-virtuous actions of the speech, verbal actions. And then the final 3, greedy thoughts, harmful thoughts, and wrong views. These 3 are actions of the mind. So we have 3 non-virtuous physical actions and 4 non-virtuous verbal actions and 3 non-virtuous mind actions of the mind, mental activity. So with this we have identified what the 10 non-virtuous deeds are. For the third point, we have the third point is about identifying, or you could say presenting the results of these 10 non-virtuous deeds. And for this we have the verse Tongwe Chedang Naminla Nyongwe Ju Namite Sedong Nemang Sungui Longje Chuze Gubadang Shen Mepe Dadanje Namitze Na Shengilu Sheme Badang Minyenju Tabari Yingjedang Rewa Jeme Nawama Taba Dede Minyepa Dila Chung Nyongwa De Shema Chimbu Nyongwa. So there's about 3 verses. So what Papa Rinpoche says is that as for the results of the 10 non-virtuous deeds, there is 2 types. It can be summed up in 2 ways. There are results which ripen in this very lifetime, and there are also results which do not ripen in this lifetime, but are rather delayed and ripen in future lifetimes. So there are 2 ways that the results of the non-virtuous deeds, particularly the 10 non-virtuous deeds, ripen. And so the results of, first of all, of killing is that if one kills, as a result, one will have a very short lifespan, and one will be very sick. One will have many illnesses, and one's mind will not be at peace. It will be troubled. So these are the results of killing. And as for the results of stealing, it is that if one steals, as a result, one's wealth will become exhausted and will diminish. And for the results of adultery, it is that if one performs adultery, as a result, people will not see you in a good light, and you will be endowed, or you will have many enemies. There will be many people who do not like you. So this is the result of adultery. And as for the result of lying, if one lies, one's words will not have much value. Whatever one says, people will not take it seriously. It will not be valued. And also, by lying, as a result, oneself will be tricked. So lying is mainly about tricking others. So as a result, oneself will be tricked in return. So this is the result of lying. And the result of slander is that if one conducts slander, then as a result, one will become sort of like a moron or a senseless person. And people will not say good things about you. So it seems this is it. The result of slander is that one will become sort of like a moron. And the result of harsh words, yes, the result of harsh words is that people will not say pleasant words about you. So it is the opposite of praise. One will receive the opposite of praise. And as for the result of gossip, it is that if one conducts gossip, then one will not be able to concentrate. Because the nature of gossip is not minding your own business and sort of like talking about a bunch of useless things, whether it is beneficial or not beneficial. In most cases, gossip is not beneficial, either for oneself or the people to whom one is talking to. And so, as a result, one will be restless, one will not be able to concentrate, one will always be distracted. And the result of greedy thoughts is that one's wishes will not be fulfilled. One may have many goals in life, aspirations. It will be difficult to for all of one's dreams to sort of come true. And the result of harmful thoughts is that if one harbors a very harmful thought of I want to hurt that person, I don't like that person, I wish the worst on that person, these kind of harmful thoughts, then as a result, there will be many people who will harbor anger or hatred towards you. And finally, for the result of wrong views, by harboring wrong views, as a result, one will never be at peace, one will not experience happiness. And so these are the results of the 10 non-virtuous deeds. If one conducts any one of them, there will be the following results, the results that were just mentioned. But if one conducts it in this lifetime, there will certainly be the results in this lifetime, but it will be to a lesser degree. The power, the force of the result is a little weak to a lesser degree. And the results of these non-virtuous deeds committed in this life will be of a higher degree or more powerful in the future lifetimes. So therefore, the point of mentioning all of this is to correctly identify the cause and effect, the relation between the 10 non-virtuous deeds and its results. And so by understanding the results, which none of them, as you have noticed, are pleasant, and it's all things that we do not want for ourselves, one will naturally be careful, one will naturally be vigilant. I hope I said that right. And one will naturally avoid creating the causes in the non-virtuous deeds. And then for the fourth point, we have